Right now, we're going to move over to Wall Street Journal's London bureau chief, Bruce Orwell. Bruce, in the phone hacking scandal, we've finally got charges. Tell us a little bit about that.
Well, this is a day where we enter a new and possibly the most important phase of this long-running saga, which is criminal charges starting to roll against various of the players. These, what we see today, don't involve actual charges of hacking into people's phone, but rather conspiring to obstruct justice, essentially. It's very high profile, though, because one of the main people charged here is Rebekah Brooks, the former chief of News Corp's UK newspaper unit, a former editor of The Sun and the News of the World, and also a longtime top protege of Rupert Murdoch.
It's never the crime; it's the cover-up, huh, Bruce?
Well, this is a very, important moment for the company. Obviously, she was a very high-ranking player here, a rising star in UK's and the British newspaper unit. Now, today, she's facing the charges in the UK are very vague as opposed to the more detailed case that prosecutors in the US often lay out. But among other things that she's sort of accused of here is removing, along with her personal assistant, some boxes from a News Corp archive. There are also, there's 5 other people, including her husband, Charlie Brooks, a horse trainer here, who are charged in this, and they are basically accused of concealing documents, computers, and other electronic devices from the Metropolitan Police during a key period last summer, right after the whole phone hacking thing blew up. Story blew up on the 5th of July, roughly, and according to these allegations, from the next 2 weeks, roughly, there was a period in which they were conspiring to obstruct justice.
We should mention, of course, that News Corp also owns the Wall Street Journal, which, of course, produces the News Hub. And, Bruce, tell us, let's talk about this. What's the fallout for the company?
Well, the company has been, braced for this moment for a long time, and this is, as we said, the starting gun of a much longer period that's going to keep this in front of the public, both here and around the world, for months to come, if not years. So we don't know how long the process is going to take, but the fact that this involves a person who was so close to Rupert Murdoch is obviously not a good thing for News Corp.
Tell us also, speaking of fallout, David Cameron. He was pretty close to Rebekah Brooks, the British Prime Minister. Tell us about that.
Yes, well, it was just last week when we were watching this media ethics inquiry here last week, where Rebekah Brooks appeared and talked about her relationship with politicians. And there was a lot of stuff about how close she and her husband were to the Prime Minister, with the insinuation being that the company and the politicians had grown too cozy in ways that benefited both. And he will also have to deal with the continued fallout from bad headlines about this criminal case as it goes forward now.
Great. Bruce, thank you so much. You've been leading a great charge on this story from London, and we'll be with you the whole time.